Good evening or good afternoon. I would love to talk about this subject today, which is a continuation of what we did last Tuesday, but in a much more organized way, and with a special invited guest that has an incredible information to show you, because most people say, I cannot meditate. It's difficult for me to meditate, and I hear this again and again and again. And I taught some people to meditate, and they are doing an excellent job. I want to invite you also. I just received a call from Mayra Berenice. She will interview me at 8 p.m. in Spanish from Radio José in her program Misterios Ocultos. So, let's get started. I need some water. This is what happened. I have a client who was suggested to practice with her feedback machine. This client had anxiety and depression for a long time, and she is in a lot of medications. However, a couple of years ago, bought a very expensive biofeedback machine that I will show you the picture. Let me see which is the video.
I'm going to try.
This one. Let me see. I need to post the video. Is this the video? Here. So I show you that. This is the biofeedback machine. And she was suggested to use this machine to reduce her anxiety and get out of the medications. However, when she was told, about 2-3 weeks ago, use the feedback machine, during one of my Reiki sessions, she has the capability to talk to a spiritual being, which is an angel. It's another story that I will talk in detail later. She told me after the session, my biofeedback machine is broken. Right away, I told her, bring her, I'm going to fix it. Hola, Patti, ¿cómo te va? Hola, Blanca. So, she brought the machine, and I fixed it, and I put the sensors in my precortical frontal cortex. I don't know how is it explained. 2 sensors that you can see in that picture. And the machine records the waves. Oh, here we go. The waves in a computer. These waves, as you can see there, they are the delta waves in a green color, the theta waves in a blue, the alpha waves, which reflects the calmness of the brain, the most important ones, and the beta waves in orange. So the technician, an expert on this machine, hook up the machine. Let me see, what is it? Hook up the machine, as you can see on the left. And as you can see on the left of the picture here, the purple waves or bright pink, they were very low. That means that when I have these glasses, let me show you the glasses. What happened, I'm going to play the video, so I want you to see how the glasses have these 4 LEDs and they are blinking. Can you see that blinking? Okay, that blinking, these eyeglasses are connected with the biofeedback machine, and theoretically, they are supposed to emit a frequency in my eyes that, thank you for sharing, Rosie, I really appreciate it. I would like to ask you, everyone, to share. It's the only way that I have to promote. I'm sorry, I'm going to get some water. And the reason I am coughing, look what I was eating. My chocolate pudding is my own recipe. Yummy, yummy. So I ate too much. So, as it shows in the computer, during the first, I don't know how many, 5 minutes, you can see the green waves high, the yellow wave, the yellow wave is the sun, but the green lines and the blue and the purple is in the third place, which shows how calm is my brain. But when you see, I don't know who is laughing, when you see at about, on the top says between 30 and 35, I don't know if they are minutes, no, they are not minutes, you see that the purple waves go up very high, very high. What happened at that time? I closed my eyes, that means I wasn't seeing the lights blinking on my eyes. I closed my eyes, and the only thing that I was doing is focusing on my breath. Just that, which is the simple meditation technique that I give once a month to every one of you. And when I focus on my breath, just watching my breath, my mind goes to an immediate state of relaxation. Look, in less than a minute, the purple wave went all the way up. The reason it went down is because I didn't know what was going on. I opened my eyes. As soon as I opened my eyes, my brain started processing information, so the calm alpha waves go down. Then I close my eyes and the waves goes up. And again, I open my eyes, I talk to the technician, Luis, and the waves went all the way down, and so on. So, what I'm going to show you now is the video. Oh, no, not this one, the other one. The real video when I was doing the experiment, which is not this one either. Oh, what is it? It's the other video. Right. How fast can I go to the alpha state, meaning deep relaxation? I can see in this graph, for example, now it's all a mess, and the purple one are very, very low. So I'm going to practice my meditation technique and see how the machine records the calmness or not of my mind. Okay, what I was saying there is what I showed you before in this graph. I'm going to put the graph because in the video it's not very big enough. So the picture, this picture is just a picture of that screen. And I want you to see what happened at the very end. In the computer, the very end is not, but in the picture it is. So the only thing that I do is to close my eyes and practice this simple meditation technique. Watch. I'm going to try how fast can I go to the alpha state, meaning so Luis was recording with my iPhone, and the iPhone is showing the video on the very right. The green wave is very high and the purple is not nowhere to be seen. But you can see here in the picture on the right how, and I will show you, I think is this one. Yes, this is the last one. This picture that I have here is what happened when I close my eyes. Oops. When I close my eyes Well, I cannot do it. There. Okay. And just watch my breath. So the purple waves went all the way up very quickly. Where is the video? Here is the video. So I'm going to... Oh, what I didn't tell you, I had headphones that have some music, that's all. So even though I meditate without music, it's okay to meditate with some music. And I'm going to just...
So do you think, Luis, is good enough?
This is good
To
enough.
show, just to show.
Yes, and in fact, I can also add to your video here. This is scientific work here. This is okay. As we can see, okay, the lines are color coded. You have
So even though
delta, theta, alpha, and beta. The alpha is the purple one, and that is a frequency that ranges from 8 to 12, cycles per second. So in this demonstration here, when you start closing your eyes, you can see the purple line, which is the alpha, really high. That means that you were able to consciously generate alpha waves. Your brain was able to generate alpha waves, which are indicative of relaxed awareness.
So, did you hear that? I was able to generate these alpha waves by simply focusing on the breath, which is the first simple meditation that I show you. Now, I understand that it's not easy. I have 42 years of meditation on my shoulder. And however, you can do it. And now I'm going to bring to the phone a person who saw this program last Tuesday, and she started meditation, and she reported to a friend of mine that she got to a deep state of relaxation. Let me bring my phone. Today I was preparing this for hours, but I need to recharge everything. I'm going to call Gabby. She will be on the phone here with me.
Hello?
Gabby, thank you so much for participating on this. And Gabby, when you listen to this video that I did last week, have you ever practiced meditation in the way that I taught before?
Not in that way. I had tried to meditate before, but I wasn't able to succeed. I had tried to meditate, but not with a guide like that, like last week's video. So last week I followed your instructions, everything that you said, and I was able to get to that state where I, like you said, I felt the light entering my body and leaving my body through my pores and everything.
So tell me exactly, tell us, to all of us, what is it that you were feeling? From the beginning, when I instruct the people listening, watch your breath. What were you feeling?
Well, at first I just started the meditation without expectation. I just did it just to try it, and then I was really trying to focus on my breath, because at first I was focusing on my breath, but then I would get distracted by my thoughts, but no, I would try to come back to my breath, like you kept saying, And it really helped me that you kept saying often, oh, do this, or focus on your breath, or repeat those words. And I did. I repeated those words, and as the minutes went by, I started to feel like I was leaving my thoughts aside, like I wasn't focusing on my thoughts anymore, but I was just, and every time that my mind went to my thoughts again, I just tried to come back to my breath and try to keep coming back to my breath and to my eye that you kept saying, to like envision our eye in our forehead. And that was a little bit tougher to see, like to try to see the eye, like to push my eyes to that spot. But I was trying to do it, and then I was like visualizing that light coming through my head all the way to my through my body. And then as minutes went by, and then the meditation kept going on, I later on I felt the light leaving through my pores, and I felt like as if I was cleansing my energy. And then towards the end of the session, I felt my fingers, my index and my thumb finger, come close. Both of my hands, my fingers came close, and they were so tight together. But I didn't mean that for that to happen. My body just reacted that way. And by the end of the meditation, I felt extremely relaxed. I felt like after you said, okay, just stay there for like 15 minutes, I did that. I stayed in that position, with that mentality for like 5 minutes. And I really felt that like I was coming back after that session.
All right. And for everybody watching this video, this is a first-time experience from Gabi, but she's not the only one. There is another person here. Maybe we should add your tia here and tell her experience. I will try.
Okay.
Because what happened is this. For all these people who think that meditation is difficult, you know what? Let's call her. Oh, let's see if we can put the two together.
Hello?
Rosie, you are on camera.
Hello?
Rosie, can you hear me, Rosie?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Rosie, you are on camera, and I just...
This is very unexpected.
Okay, it just occurred to me to tell me very quickly. When you took the Reiki 1 training, we taught this meditation, except for not exactly the same meditation. And you told me when you start practicing the meditation, what happened with you? What did you feel?
When I started at the beginning, I didn't feel anything. Remember I told you, this is not for me.
So, but Rosie...
I give up.
Yeah, but that was before you start practicing Reiki.
That was before the class.
And
the
then?
Reiki class.
And then?
And then after the class, everything changed. Yes, exactly. For me, it happened almost the same as Gabi told. That class, I really connect with my energy. I start feeling actually my body start moving, my head, I don't remember what else, but yes, it was very deep. I think we practiced like 3 different meditations, I don't really remember. But I connect that 3 times.
Yeah. And did you feel the peace that Gabi talks about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Since that day, I still feel the peace every time I meditate.
Gabi, you mentioned also that you felt very peaceful.
Yes.
And after this meditation we did here last Tuesday, after the meditation, how did you feel?
I felt different after that meditation. Well, that night as I slept, the like the best night ever. I slept and I actually rested. So the next morning I didn't even want to get up. But after that meditation, I felt a difference because I felt even several days after that, I felt happy and I felt like refreshed because I really felt like it made a difference.
The other thing that I want to mention that Gabby and Rosie had a plus that not everybody had the opportunity, but you have the opportunity with these healing and meditations online that we do. They both receive a number of Reiki healing sessions that help them to remove energy blockages. Do you think, Rosie, that that made a difference in your life and in the practice of meditation?
Yes, I feel like both things go hand in hand because at first I received the healing sessions first before I was able to reach that point in meditation. But I feel like both things go together and I feel like both help me reach that point of peace.
Rosie, did you feel the
Yes,
same?
exactly the same. I think both things go together.
All right. Eh, for everybody who is watching this for the first time, these two ladies had experienced the deep experience of meditation just from the beginning. I want to tell you something. I was about in the autobiography of a yogi of Paramahansa Yogananda, when Yogananda was a young man in the ashram getting his training to be a Swami. One day he asked his guru, his spiritual master, when I am going to find God. And his master, which was a God realized soul, tells him, I see that you think that finding God is to see things and to have a metaphysical experiences. This is not to find God. And he said, to find God means to feel the peace, the deep peace of meditation. This is all you need to know that to find God is just that. So I want to tell you, Gabby and Rosie, that finding God is not an experience that you are going to see the galaxies and seeing lights on things like that. Finding God, making contact with God, is just feeling that peace. And once you know that, that's the goal of meditation. So when I tell that meditation is the conscious connection with God, well, that's what meditation is all about, to sit down and to feel that peace. Now, you said, Gabby, that that when I was guiding, do this, do that, it will help you. So
Yes,
the video is recorded, is here in Facebook, and is in YouTube, where it's much easier to find in YouTube. So nobody has the excuse to say, I cannot do it if I'm not guided. The video is there. If you want to practice, to learn how to meditate, the only thing you have to do is to watch that video. And I promise you the energy will be there. Gabby, do you want to add anything else?
no, that's all.
But
Just that really, like I said before, the Reiki sessions and the meditation really do go together. And I feel like at first, since when I tried meditation at first, I didn't feel like I reached that point. But then just give it a try with this guided meditation, and I feel like we can all achieve that point of peace.
now you mentioned something to me, or I don't remember, that there was a before and after. There was your life before this experience, and now your life after that experience. When you had experienced that peace, do you think that you would go back to the life that you had before?
No, I would not.
And the other thing is this: when we practice meditation, it's like life. Sometimes we won't be able to meditate that deep. But believe me, we can always get there. We just have to practice every day. Thank you so much, Gabby. Thank you so much, Rosie. One day I will make the video work so you can be in video too. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you to both of you. And today, what we are going to do is the ones who wants to receive the healing, you lay down on bed and receive the healing. The ones who want to meditate, you can meditate too. But it's going to work both ways. Thank you so much. So let's start the meditation or the.
Thank you, Carlos. Bye, Gabby.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
So today we are going to have a double program. To those who wants to meditate, you can sit down and meditate. I'm going to give just one instruction, and the ones who wants to receive the healing, you can receive the healing. It's exactly the same. It's going to work exactly the same with all of you. So I'm just going to put the sign so people know that we are doing this. All right, I will take these pictures out. This picture could be here. So today, as I said before, we can practice either healing or meditation. And we start right now. I think I need one more sign. You can hear the music or not. This is up to you. I will. Let me see if I can. Story. Why? Let me see if I can. Perfect. Okay, I got the music. We are going to have music today. So for those who wants to participate on the healing session, you just lay down.
I've lost 13
I
pounds so
need-
far, and I'm only on week 5.
I just waiting. Okay, here. If for those who wants to meditate, I will give the instructions and we start right now. Either one, healing session or meditation. For the meditation, it's very simple. We just watch our breath. It cut me off. Let's see if we can do it again. For the meditation, it's very simple. We close our eyes and gently we we turn our eyes upward very gently to the point between the eyebrows, which is the spiritual eye, without forcing the breath. And we put our attention on our breathing without forcing our breathing. When we inhale and when we exhale, you can focus on the nostrils. I like to focus in the middle of my chest, which is a heart chakra, and watch the breath, my lungs filled up with air and exhaling. That's all we have to do. The ones who want to receive the healing, you lay down on bed and just make the intention, I am receiving an energy healing session from Carlos, and that's all you have to do. So let's begin. When you meditate at home, we need to spend at least 5 minutes in silence. Let me do it again. When you meditate at home, we have to spend at least 5 minutes in silence, enjoying the peace. This peace is the most precious experience we could ever have in this planet. And one day, when you experience that, hola cena, when you experience that peace, you will understand. And Gabby told me last Thursday, and I asked her, when you were experiencing that peace, did the problems of the world bother you? And she told me, when I experience that peace, nothing can bother me. So, when do you know that you are meditating deeply? When you feel that peace and you feel that nothing can bother you. Meditation is supposed to change our life every day. Everything that we do. Is supposed to change our life in a very, very tangible way. So, strive to get to that space, more than space, to that state of the deep peace, which is not unattainable, which is not that difficult. You heard Gabby and Rosie, they thought they could never meditate. The only thing that they needed is just the right instructions. And if you practice meditation every time that we join once a month, you will get to that deep state. Why? Because we are all these people in different parts of the world joining our energies to get to that deep state of relaxation. Sena said, it's like living in a different way of perception. Of course, because our perception goes inside, we are connected with the spiritual world. And what I want to mention is that in that state of deep meditation, when my brain was producing that alpha waves, these purple waves, instead of using a $14,000 machine that have the sensors connected in my precortical frontal cortex, and that electricity that is shown in the wave sends to the computer, and the computer sends the information to the glasses that I had. Let me see, where are those glasses, just for you to see. Instead of having all this external feedback, we have an internal feedback, because the problem that we humans have is how to control, how to put the mind to a peaceful state. So when we close our eyes and we focus in the breath, the mind gets to this state that science, the Heart Math Institute, that is scientifically studied meditation, they call entrainment, when there is a synchronization between the breathing and the mind. And since we focus on the breathing here on the heart, the mind follows, and these alpha waves are produced, and we get into this deep state of meditation. The secret is to practice every day. Because if you practice only once a month when we do the meditation, and I am thinking to do it every Thursday, every week, to give the choice to people to join me in the meditation or participate in the healing session. Either way is working fine for me, and I hope for you too. You can practice the meditation, and please practice every day. The ideal times to meditate is early in the morning as soon as we wake up, even if it's for 5 minutes, and then before going to sleep. For some people it's easier before going to sleep. I prefer to do it in the morning because I am awake, and that sets the tone of my day. You see the synchronicity of life. I remember back in Argentina, every time that I meditate every day because I started doing it when I was 18. But I see that I always caught the bus at the right time. I didn't miss the bus. And I did the right things in life, and the right things came to me. I had less challenges in life, and I enjoy life more. And for those people that think that practicing meditation you become a monk and you cannot enjoy life, yesterday I was reading an article that people were asking to this Indian guru, I think it was Sadhguru, about the sacred making love. And when people ask him, what happened when this situation, this challenge making love, or we experience this sexual energy arousing, half of the answers, or more than half of the answers, he said, practice this type of meditation. And I found one interesting thing. For one situation when the romantic couple, have some issues in the making love, he said, sit back to back and practice this meditation. When we sit back to back, our spines are connected energetically, and something happened that this guru knew, this yogi from India, there is a connection of the electromagnetic fields. So meditation is very practical, and you enjoy life more. You enjoy my chocolate pudding more. You enjoy going to see the Dodgers game. You enjoy going to see a concert. I remember I started going to rock concerts when I was 16. I went to see with my son Santana for the very first time in my life 3-4 months ago. And I enjoyed it like a kid. But it's from another perspective, from a peaceful perspective. This weekend, I had a very disturbing situation. And on Saturday, I felt upset about a person. And then on Monday, yesterday, I was practicing with a client the Ho'oponopono, which is a forgiveness and cutting toxic energy course with my client, and I did it with this person that I was upset about. And then I realized I was in this deep state of relaxation, and the only thing that I could feel is compassion from that person that theoretically did some wrong, and love, and send just light and love to this person instead of feeling angry. This is the only way that the world will change. Okay, my friends, Mayra Berenice is going to interview me in 10 minutes. I will do the live video right here like I am doing now. I don't know what we are going to talk about. She has a real radio that you can listen. Oh, I forgot to do. Okay, I didn't share this video on the other channels. It's 97.5 FM. So if you are driving or if you want to listen in the radio, the radio is there. I love you all. Please practice meditation every day. And doing this feedback experiment helped me so much, because now I know that I don't need the machine to know if I am in this deep state of calmness, of relaxation, because I feel the peace. And when we feel the peace, we go deeper and deeper and deeper. And every time that I am a little restless, I visualize this graph. And I am putting this music say, once in a while, if I am a little restless. And that helps me. Then I do the rest of my meditation that has to be silence, because I practice other techniques. But this beginning puts your mind at such a peace that nothing bothers you. I love you all. Practice meditation every day and your life will change. For those who have nothing to do, I see you in 10 minutes. Or I see you all who speak Spanish next Thursday. You wish, Rosie. I enjoy this so much. Did you realize that when I start doing this presentation, these programs, I am all accelerated and talking, but after the meditation, after the healing session, I am calmer. Well, this is the state that I wish I would be all the time. I am most of the time in that state, but that takes the daily practice of meditation. I love you all.